déjà?
Yeah, oh, I have to change the name, dude. So, what's up, Raf?
Oh, it started already?
Yeah, it started. So listening to us. Raphael Levy. You're well shaved, don't worry. You look 10 years younger compared to yesterday.
Yeah, I'm like 15 now.
Okay, here we go.
This.
Back. So, what are we doing today?
Vintage. Moxes. Black Lotus.
And
Ancestral
mud.
Recalls.
And mud for people who
Mishra's
don't want to
Workshop.
play Black Lotus.
Mishra's Workshop.
So we're gonna say a pretty broken format, to be honest.
It's not broken.
It
Don't say it's
is.
broken. It's not nice.
It's broken in a nice way. It's completely broken. It's bonkers. I love Legacy. I love vintage. It's just fun to watch. It's magic. It's magical.
Okay.
So is it
we have
getting
to
ready?
change they're changing the names. It's round 3.
Yeah, so changing the name at the moment.
It's round 3. They're 2-0, and well, for now we don't really know what they play yet, but we're gonna see soon.
Let's first see how powered are them. Do you know any of those players?
Yeah, I know Selim.
Okay, he's a.
Selim is a French player living in Switzerland.
Okay.
He played on a lot of pro tours, so
Okay, he's a good guy.
yeah, he's a good guy and he's a good player too.
So we see it on one mountain, Max.
It's
From
it's
Marco?
actually an island.
It's an island?
See the blue
yeah.
the blue thing that's island.
Okay.
And the red thing is a Mox. It's Mox Ruby.
Yeah, I knew it was Max, dude.
All right. So Selim is playing Mud, I think.
Yeah, I think
Ancient Tomb.
he has Crucible of Worlds and the new Mensch core.
New one? That's not really new. It's 5th Dawn.
Yeah, it's really new.
All right. So turn 1, Chalice of the Void for 1 to disable. Well, nothing.
Nothing.
To disable Brainstorm, Ancestral Recall. And well, it meets Force of Will.
Okay. So what was pitched to Force of Will?
Misdirection. It's the other free counter spell. Misdirection. Alright, what is it? Is it a Skull Clamp? Yes, it's a Skull Clamp.
And why is Misdirection played in Vintage and not that much in Legacy?
It is played in Legacy.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't counter everything, so...
Yeah, I heard its capacity to interact with Ancestral Recall was quite lacked
Yeah.
in
And
Vintage.
turn 2, Trinisphere. So all the spells cost 3 mana at least. This is run 3, you know, it's not top 8 rounds yet.
Yeah.
So we're taking it slowly, you know.
Yes.
Just getting the hype started.
So on he
Trinisphere.
has a wasteland, 2 wastelands.
2 wastelands.
So you play
and
wastelands?
I don't know if it's probably just some kind of mud version. Probably not the mud version, you know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he has Crucible of Worlds. So what can it be for?
Crucible of Worlds
Yeah.
for Wasteland.
Okay, but outside of this, it's only for wasteland recursion.
I think so.
Okay.
They might.
I'm fine with this.
He might have like some. He might have some
Combo. Something.
like artifact land. Just to
so
make sure they have
mana.
no, yeah, they get the workshop back if they get destroyed.
Okay.
A
Yes.
nice interaction also with Crucible of Worlds. If you tap your workshop, you waste it, you play it again, you tap it, you gain 2 mana.
Lots of mana. So you can go up to 5, but only for playing artifacts. Okay. So Selim Crash is playing Mud, it seems, and the other player
He's playing
Blue.
well,
Good
we
things?
don't know yet. Well, he has a Skull Clamp, so it's probably some kind of combo deck.
Okay.
Well, I'm not familiar with that deck exactly. The blue deck that plays counters and
Skull Clamp?
Clamp, but I'm pretty sure it's a combo deck.
Okay.
Maybe I missed something in the last couple of months because I'm not familiar with that situation.
Yeah, Vintage is not a format where you see tons of of tournaments.
Well, it's very unlikely that we actually see what he's playing. Well, he laid a volcanic island, which is probably not the best play here because Selim has wastelands and
He's just
And
gonna get them
Crucible
back
Rose.
with Crushable.
yeah, it's just gonna. Well, I don't know if he really needs the fourth land right now, but
It's gonna get wasted for sure.
yeah, he doesn't need.
So I see a City of Traitors in Selim's hand. He really can do tons of mana, really fast. What did he just play?
Tangle Wire, so he wants Marco's.
It's gonna get.
Yeah, I don't know. I
drained.
don't know why Selim did not wasteland his opponent's volcanic island before playing his Tangle Wire. Yeah, he would have been able to.
Also,
To disable the
It's mana drain.
mana drain.
he
Yeah.
needed a second blue, so. Okay, and what are we saying here? It's another annoyance for Marco, right?
That's the last card he played.
Yeah.
That's a Thorn of Amethyst. It makes all spells cost more. All non-creature spells. So he
Wastes.
wastelands Scalding Tarn. So mana drain did not do anything.
With a Master Core, he has to discard a card each turn,
Every
but
turn, yes.
but he did 8 a turn. So Marco is it's 3 damage plus 5 with an attack, right?
I think it's only on creatures.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, indeed. So he still has 2 turns to find something for just dying to the Master Core.
Yeah, but like he has like he's not locked under the wasteland trap, but he can't play non-basics, and the Moxes are gonna cost him at least 4.
It's gonna be
So
expensive.
he can't really like play more than one spell a turn. So the one spell he's gonna play needs to take care of Master Core. Okay, Ponder.
Paying 3
Does
mana
it-
for
does
Ponder
it-
is
doesn't it
painful.
cost 4? Yeah, it costs
Yeah,
4.
4. One more.
Wait, what?
Trinity
Or is, it,
Sphere-
or is it the other way around? I never remember this
so
interaction.
Tree Sphere makes it so every spell
So it's
costs
probably-
at least 3.
So it's 1 more and 3. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 1 more than you put it up to 3. So 3 mana for a Pounder is quite expensive.
So he will not be able to play another spell. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He should pay 1 more and then Trinisphere. So it's 3.
So I think won't see much from Marcos this game.
Well, he needs
He's
something.
trapped here.
He's not trapped. He needs something to deal with the Massacre. I mean, if he does have something, then he can destroy it next turn, and Selim will be well, he will have pretty much nothing. He will just play with his top card. But then he can just wasteland, yeah, Scalding Tarn, putting Mirko down to 2.
I don't know about this version. So Marco is at 2. He plays another island.
No, he fetches for another island.
Okay, with
That means
Scalding
Selim
Tarn.
is not able to destroy it. So now what? I'm curious what Marco is playing. I'm pretty sure it's a combo deck. I'm just not sure which one. There's a combo with Skull Clamp, but I don't know what it is. It could
So-
actually be like Pyromancer or something.
Young Pyromancer.
Could be. Oh, that's
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Like he needs to play
Searching for something.
another land and something to deal with the Masticore right now. All right,
And
he
that
does-
will
he
be a
doesn't.
So yeah, just the 5/5 first strike dealt it, like it did a job, just attacking for 5 every turn was enough to shut down Marco with the whole prison going on.
So Chalice did not resolve, but the Trinisphere was enough to shut down most of Marco's action.
Yep. So I'll just go change his name. And oh, I have a small problem.
So if you guys know exactly what Marco's playing, why the Skullclamp is there, please let us know. I believe it's Pyromancer, but I'm not sure.
Players of another events preparing to be posted soon around 2. The joueur tournoi moderne opéré dans cette poste.
What makes Match so good in Vintage compared to Legacy? It's just a workshop, right? Or what else?
What?
And, yeah, and the marks and everything.
What?
What does? Why is it so much more powerful in Vintage?
Mishra Workshop is like one land that produces 3 mana for all your spells.
Yeah.
Then you have your spells you can cast off the workshop, which are all the
Trinisphere is restricted in Vintage?
yes.
I didn't know that.
It's a little good.
A little bit with
If you
Mishra's
play
Workshop.
first with Workshop, you always have it on turn 1. Like you often have it on turn 1, and your opponent can do anything if they don't have
Force
Force of
Will.
Will. It's a 2-card combo that just wins. So yes, it's restricted. Then you have a lot of Sphere of Resistance and Thought of Amethyst that you can play on turn 1. I mean, you play them on turn 1, and you pretty much lock your opponent for the first few turns. So that's why the deck is actually played, and it has nothing to do with the
Workshop?
no, it's Legacy. Like Legacy.
Yeah. Well, what is the main difference? That's what I was
Mishra's-
asking.
Mishra's
It's
Workshop.
the Mishra's Workshop,
Yep.
right?
Mishra's Workshop is just Z-Net. It was restricted for a long time, and until they took it out of the restriction list
When did it happen? A few years ago?
a couple of years ago. Yeah.
See, I think they don't touch the ban list in Vintage too much. They just try not to make one deck too dominant, and that's it.
What do you have the
Ban list? I can find
restricted list? Yeah. I think it's less and less cards. Regrowth got out of that list. I'm pretty sure you can play as many Regrowth as you want now. So let's see.
that. We have a few bans,
Banned
but
in Vintage. Amulet of Crows.
yeah, it's
Okay, that's
very
Amulet of
special
Crows,
cards.
Bronze Tablet, Contract from Below.
We'll
Dark
have new
Pad,
cards banned in
Demonic
Vintage
Tourney.
soon. The conspiracy cards.
Well, I'm not even sure they're gonna be banned.
The conspiracy ones. Conspiracy is a new card type. Don't think you can play it in 1v1 settings.
What does it do?
We don't know, but it's a new card type, and they said a few cards from the set would be banned from eternal formats. But
Okay, so
yeah,
Rebirth.
restricted.
Rebirth, Tempest Ifrit, Temerian Fiend. So all these cards are anti cards. So back in the days you could play for anti. So the only card that's not the only cards that are not anti cards and they're restricted are Sherazad. It's also restricted and
Just because it takes a bit too long.
yeah, it's not really fit for a
Tournament
50-minute rounds in tournaments.
So afterward we have the restricted list. So of course the Power 9.
Okay, Ancestral Recall, Balance. I'm pretty sure you can actually, like, Balance would be fine to.
Unban.
I think so. Like, no one's playing Balance.
Okay.
It was. I know this card was actually played in Standard. It was restricted in Standard, and it was huge. But I don't know. I don't know if it's. That would be a big difference. The format would definitely change.
If it wasn't restricted,
If
you
it
can
wasn't
already
restricted.
play it, but only once. Only one.
Yeah, I think it would be a total different thing. Like decks would try to. Yeah, it would probably be too good. play all their hands and play balance on turn 1 just to discard their opponent hands. Now it's not even. It wouldn't even be that good actually.
With
Like
Black Lotus and Moxes.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
everything,
like
it
if
sounds
you
really
do that,
good.
I mean, what do? You just play all your hand, Moxes and stuff, and you play balance, discard your opponent's hand, and then you get Force of Will, and you get like all your crappy cards on the board, and nothing happens. I think that would be nice. Oh, Brainstorm is restricted
Because of combo.
because it's too good. Okay, let's get back to the game. We'll go back to that.
Yeah. I find it
I mean, I
funny
think-
that
I
Gifts
think-
and Given is restricted in Vintage
Yeah, well,
and authorized in all the other in
Fact of-
Modern.
Oh, Fact or Fiction was unrestricted, right?
Yeah, Fast of Fiction.
It's unrestricted. Okay, Flash is too good too. Some of the tutors. Most of
Yeah,
the tutors.
Flash Hulk. So it's a Pyromancer
Okay,
deck.
that's a Pyromancer. That's what I thought. Okay, so let's see. Turn 1, Null Rod. So Null Rod nullifies Mux Ruby.
So
Yeah, that's
the
right,
mid
that's-
deck doesn't play Moxes?
No, it doesn't.
Not a single one?
So yeah, they have. He's playing Mishra's Factory. He has Mishra's Factory in his hand.
Okay.
So that's also why that he has Crucible of Worlds. That's what Crucible of Worlds do. So on the draw, this deck is a little worse because you have so many cards that allow you to like deal with your opponent's first turn. But if they actually play first,
And get a Mox.
and play stuff first, then your Thorns do not really do anything against what they have on the board already. So the young Pyromancer, it's only 2 power, but
It hurts.
it does hurt, especially when you play Ancient Tomb and use it every turn.
So it's pretty good.
Oh, okay, so end of turn, Arkell's Recall.
Return all
Oh, in
artifacts-
response, no, in response to
This one?
to the Thorn. So that means
No more Null Rod.
no, all artifacts are
A return to
target
the
player controls.
player's hand.
Yep.
So Mox came back to his end, but it doesn't really matter.
No, it's not. Like, target player controls. Right? Arkell's Recall.
Oh, it's target player's control.
No,
Oh,
all
yeah,
art.
indeed.
Target
Target player.
Yeah, target player.
Owns.
Owns. Yeah.
Indeed. So it's not control. If he has one of your artifacts, he doesn't take it back. So we have a Mishra's Factory, an Ancient Tube, and Son of Amethyst on some side of the board, while Marco has a Mox, a Young Pyromancer, a Mountain, and another Mox. He already has one token, thanks to the Hercules Recall. I guess he plays the Antiquities one. Maybe revised. No, Antiquities, it's a black border.
Could be a French black bordered. All right, so
Crucible, he takes 2.
Crucible. So not like Salim is really really behind here because he's gonna take 2 every turn.
3, there is a token.
Yeah, wait, 2 with the Ancient Tomb every turn,
Okay.
plus the attacks. So now he won another token from Young Pyromancer.
So which pull was it?
What?
Oh, just for Sophiel, yeah.
Yeah, repeal.
What did he pitch to for Sophiel?
Repeal.
Okay.
And it's another token from the Young Pyromancer. And Selim is not going to be able to cast Masticore and block efficiently because, Are there gonna be more tokens by next turn? And he's gonna be on 5, on 3. So he's probably just gonna die to... First of all, he doesn't have a Masticore. And then he's just gonna die to tokens. And that's it.
So, yeah, that's a concede from Selim. Since Marco has kind of a beat-down plan, the Ancient Tomb really hurts him. The 2-mana loss is incredibly relevant in this matchup, right?
I think what's really relevant is whether or not Marco is able to play turn 1 Pyromancer.
Or not.
If he doesn't have the pressure, then Selim can just like make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, Selim, I don't know what I saw a Grafdigger's Cage. I don't know what I don't know why exactly.
He had no idea what Marco was playing.
Well, the Skull Climb kinda gave it away. Okay, he boards in the Soul Ring back. I think since he boarded in the Null Rods, he took out his Soul Ring and yeah, boarded out again. No, it's not end. Soul Ring is out.
So,
Yeah, you can't really have Soul Ring and Null Rod in the same deck.
it doesn't really make sense. So, Soul Ring is restricted in Vintage, Battle and Legacy, and legal in Commander. It says it's the same as restricted. So we had a... Did we have a mulligan going on? Rough left, okay. So... Honestly, I'm doing my best to follow the game state of this match, but actually assessing who has the upper hand is hard when it's not one player incredibly bashing the other. The interactions present in vintage decks are just so deep and so... it's just so hard to understand sometimes. So who would you give the edge to? The one on the play?
On the play, yes. Selim is a huge advantage on the play. It is crucial. Marco needs either Force of Will or something to counter the first Thorn of Amethyst and Sphere of Resistance.
Is Thorn that much of a problem? He can still play Pyromancer turn 1.
With Thorn?
Oh no, yeah, is a Mox costs 1.
The Mox with Thorn, he can play the. It's non-creature spells.
Yeah.
So he's not able to play the Mox. Like the Mox
Yeah.
has 1, so he doesn't have access.
But if
to
he has
mana.
land, Black Lotus, crack it, he can play Pyromancer turn 1.
with the Black Lotus, yeah.
So turn 1 Thorn is not completely over.
I'm not sure Marco is playing Black Lotus. Black Lotus is a fine card, but it doesn't go in every deck.
When don't you want a Black Lotus?
I mean, these two decks don't play Black Lotus.
Yeah. Sims deck for sure. He has absolutely no interest. It's a bad Mishra's Workshop, as you said
Yeah.
last time in
Okay,
Paris.
so mulligan both sides.
Yeah. So they're going on to a few cards. Did they already mulligan? I think I saw them shuffle twice.
No, I think they should probably shuffle each other's deck.
Oh yeah. A lot. So what is the game plan of Marco? We saw him win with a young Pyromancer and a few attacks, but it's not his only game plan, right? He has a combo or something behind.
I think that's it.
It's just a bit dumb plan with
Yep.
Pyromancer
He
and
might
tokens.
have maybe Delvers. I don't have his list, and it could be Delver. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 cards.
Yeah.
6.
Alright, Selim on the play. Mistress Workshop, Double Workshop, 6 lands, Crucible. That's not what you want.
5 lands, Crucible.
5 lands, Crucible. You don't want to open this.
I think it's going to
It's
be
another
mulligan.
mulligan.
And Marco's
Marco's
I guess he's
keeping.
thinking. Yeah. Looks like he's keeping. I think I saw a Jace. Is that
That's the mulligan.
because that's mulligan too?
Ugh.
Maybe too many expensive cards.
I don't think Jace is a very good idea against.
Still him? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I caught a glimpse of it.
It costs a lot of mana.
But yeah, it does go over Trinisphere.
Well, yeah, that means you need at least
4 mana.
At least 4 mana. But he does have a lot of basics, so
So it's just blue-red list. Blue-red counters, Pyromancer, and maybe Delver for a bit down.
that's my guess.
Is it a really good deck in Vintage?
I'm not sure.
What are the top decks in Vintage? There is Mud.
So Mud and all kind of blue control decks.
Okay.
No, like there are about there are a lot of different
Types of blue
types
control
of blue
deck.
control decks. Yeah. Most of them win with Time Vault,
Yeah.
Time Vault and Voltaiki, Time Vault and Tezzeret sometimes. So it's a 2-card combo that gives you
Infinite turns.
infinite turns. Yes. But all the cards are restricted, except for it's
Time Vault is.
I think
restricted.
Voltaiki is
I'm-
restricted, right?
I think it isn't. It doesn't do
Well,
much.
Time
with
Vault,
it.
Time Vault is restricted.
Yeah, Time Vault is restricted, but
It's just a part of a.
the keys.
No, it's not. It's not restricted, but you don't play that many anyway. Probably just play 1. It's an artifact combo for like 3 mana.
3 mana wins the game.
Actually, 4 mana win the game.
It's a bit strong, right?
And most of the blue decks just tinkers, and okay, mulligan down to 5 against that mulligan down to 4. You don't actually see that very often in
And it's gonna keep
Legacy.
it. He has a Force of Will. So
It's mulligan down to 2. No, okay.
what card is this?
Sphere of Resistance.
Yeah. Good old one.
Okay.
There's a goblin on the artwork.
Yep. Yeah. So fetch, play Mox. So now what's happening now? Like Selim has a Sea of Traders and not much action. Yeah, I was saying you don't see that much in Modern and Legacy and Standard. Players like mulligan to 4.
And being happy keeping
Like
it.
when you see this kind of plays, you're like, I'm pretty sure I can beat that with my
Still
my
deck.
block deck, you know. I'm like, yeah, this guy mulligan down to 4. I'm just gonna play my Soldier of the Pantheon
Attack.
and attack. You know, it's not.
Sometimes the decks get so unfair that you need.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna attack for like 10 times. Not gonna do anything.
So what was this?
That's a Metamorph, Friction Metamorph. I don't know what he copied. Is he copying a Mox or a Sphere? Probably a Mox. I would say Mox. 'Cause he needs the mana.
He can get double sphere.
But double Sphere, that means he wouldn't be able to do much.
Yeah, his Wormcrawl engine.
Like he doesn't have.
Has a Green Monolith and a Wormcrawl engine, I think. No, what
Yeah.
is-
No, Tangle Wire.
Okay, Tangle Wire and
Friction Metamorph.
so he has a Wormcrawl engine, and that could be his kill.
Oh yeah, but he's far away from 7 mana. Yeah, probably Mox. I'm pretty sure he called Mox here.
Yeah, he needs the mana. He really needs it.
But he's playing against a 2-card hand or a 3-card hand. So is that oh wow. That's gonna be awesome if he gets another land. He can play a Crucible of Worlds and get his
City of Traders
Sea of
back.
Traders back. Library of Alexandria. Library is far from being active. But Marco is not far from getting back in this game because Selim isn't doing anything. Brainstorm or Ancestral Recall would just bring him back in this game.
But no brainstorm.
Selim has a long way to go too. Like, he needs a land and not meet a counterspell
For his crushable.
for his crucible, and even then he can't play it on the next turn. He can't play the land on the next turn. So yeah, like Marco can play a lot of things to put Selim on the top spot.
It will take quite a long time for him to use the library here.
So 2 5 mana. Jace. Oh yeah, he does play Jace. Yeah.
So he has Jace for 5.
This game doesn't look good for Selim. He was not able to lock down Marco's plays. He's probably going to brainstorm here, or
Okay,
Fate Seal Selim.
Is this not a land? Okay, you can keep it.
Yeah, this game's gonna be tough. Trinisphere doesn't do anything. Blank.
Yeah, so
He doesn't even need to brainstorm. I think
so
Fate Sealing is good enough. Like there's nothing for 5 mana that Selim can do that's gonna be relevant.
and if he can go to ultimate, Sim will just draw dead cards since he has no lands.
Okay, well, Jace Ultimate is rarely.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
not lethal.
doesn't win, but Sim has no board, no land, nothing to play. So you have Jace at 9, ticking up. I guess he just a workshop or something. Nothing, go. And that will be a scoop coming from Selim.
All right, Selim is 2-1, losing to Marco Zivkovic.
The games in Vintage just look so weird. Nearly nothing happens, it's just one player bashing and destroying the other.
Mulligan
each
down to
time.
4, it's good enough.
Mulliganing to 4, just played land, Jace. Okay, that's it. That was enough. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun day.
See, this is not as broken as people think it is. Like, sure, the spells are good, but sometimes you see like they're mostly battling to have the strategy advance. I mean, progress. You and that's the feeling you have when you're like, look at these vintage cards. They're all powerful, but they're not doing anything. I'm seriously considering playing my white weenie deck with like white knights and crusades and just beat them for 2-3 a turn. They're not doing anything anyways. they're just losing by themselves.
But yeah, you will lose to combo decks, right? If you
Well,
do that.
if they mulligan onto 4, you don't lose to that. And that's the thing is, the decks are so good. They can be so good and so explosives that you need to have your deck ready against that. So that means taking risk in the build, taking risk in the cards you choose, and being adapted to that. There are some decks that are just adapted to beat these strategies, like counter strategies for combo deck, for anti-combo decks.
Okay.
You don't see these decks very often because they're not really fun. Well, you need, like,
You just go and say no.
and
to
they
everybody.
don't actually win the tournaments. They beat a lot of the decks, but they don't win tournaments.
At some point, they just lose
Yeah.
to themselves.
No, they don't. They lose.
don't
They
win?
lose to the actual combo decks. But they can't beat. They beat the decks that beat the combo decks. They don't
Okay.
beat the combo decks,
Yeah.
or they just lose on turn 1 or 2 because they don't really have the force of will and the.
Turn on Hulk Flash.
Yeah, well, Flash is restricted. I don't think. Oh, Flash.
It's
is a thing,
restricted,
yeah.
but do decks play it? Or is it just not
What?
played Flash?
Wait.
Do some decks play Flash even
I
though
don't
it's
think so.
restricted?
I don't think so. Now you have many ways to do like 2-card combo.
That kill?
You have Voltaic Key and Time Vault. So
And it's safer, and you can
it's
have
much
4
safer.
keys and it's useful.
You don't need to play Protein Hulk, which is not
Good.
on its own. It's not that
And
great.
you don't need to have 4 Disciple of the Vault, and
Right.
all the
Yeah, you
terrible
don't
cards you
need
need
to
to
play
have.
all the bad cards.
so yeah. That's gonna be it for round 3 of Vintage. We'll be back soon for round 4. And we'll continue seeing crazy magic. See ya soon.
Listen, all this takes a lot of getting used to. And you do get used to it after a while. There's 3 things I'll always miss, though. 1, not having to watch my step all the time. 2, forget about 2. And 3, I miss the songs. Folks from Ceylondia knew how to carry a tune. Sure, we've got some songs on the old gramophone, but try and imagine what they sounded like, playing to a room full of fine people, unwinding at the sole regret after a hard day's work. Those were the days.
Dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there for too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
Gods ain't gonna help you, son. You'll be sorry for what you've done. Then God's gonna hurt you, son, when you play with a loaded gun. When you play with a loaded gun, they ain't gonna catch you when you fall. You'll be bleeding while you're bleeding. They ain't gonna hear you, son. Don't care about what you Say, mother, lonely old gal, tear your heart out for what you done. Tear your heart out for what you done. They ain't gonna catch you when you fall. You'll be bleeding while you're bleeding. Gods ain't gonna help you, son. You'll be sorry for what you done. Then God's gonna hurt you, son. You'll be sorry for what you done. You'll be sorry for what you done. Thank you.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing. I'm welcome home, sweet home. I take your hand, now you'll never be lonely. Not when I'm home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here.
We're back live for round 4 of Vintage Action, the main event from Bazaar of Moxen number 9. I'm Tolki, who is Rafael Levy. So, what's up? What's been happening?
So now we're featuring someone. All the Spanish people in the chat have been asking for, please put Jaime Cano, mejor jugador en España. You have to put them on the chat, on the feature
stream.
match.
So, they're here.
Okay, amigos. Jaime in the feature match against not Marco.
Yeah, they need to change the name.
Against
Sergio
Cobos.
Okay, so I guess he'll change the name.
Spanish dude también.
He didn't change the two names, so I'll go tell him.
All right, go tell him. All right, so here we have No Muds, Moxes, Black Lotus against Library, and 2 mana for Gush. Yep. In response, draw from Library. That's some good old vintage action.
What's happening? What did I miss? Answer
You don't
recall?
yeah, it's too late. You had to be here.
Okay,
Just
trial.
draw cards from every side.
So there is a library of Alexandria, and Preordain gets met by Spell Pierce. Spells. No, which one? Mental Misstep.
Mental Misstep, yes.
I always mix up the 1 mana spells.
So from what I heard, Jaime is playing Pack Rats.
What? Sounds awesome.
Ratas de Pax.
That sounds awesome, man.
I don't know how to say Pack Rats in Spanish.
I'll tell you.
Ratas de Pax.
Rata
Rata de Horda.
Rata de Horda.
De Horda.
So he's playing Pack Rats,
Which-
which vintage.
That's what I've been told. I don't know if that's true.
If that's true, it would be really funny.
Pack Rats with the Library of Alexandria. That's well, that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's
That's a combo. Synergy, not combo. Okay. So Lotus gets cracked. I would be very surprised to see that here. Rata de Horda.
Rata de Horda. Tanto la fuerza como la resistencia de la Rata de Horda es igual al número de ratas que controlas.
I have no idea how to speak Spanish. I can follow you.
That's what it does.
Yeah. So we have Snapcaster for recall, I guess.
No, for Preordain.
So why not Snapcaster recall?
Because there's no ancestral recall in the
Okay. Oh, it was a gush.
yeah, that's a very different picture.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit blurry. So, Snap Preordain. And do you have any idea what Sergio is playing here?
It's probably like blue control. So black, green mana, presenting an abrupt decay. Well, not
And that's the beat down.
for the Pack Rats.
Go library, draw 1.
All right, that's ancestral recall.
Yeah.
See the
The man with a hand on
The
his
ma-
ears.
Maya dude. That's
Yeah. I can hear
ancestral
you.
recall. No, I don't want to hear you. That's what he's saying.
Brainstorm.
Too loud.
Yeah, he cannot really use Ancestral Recall at the moment. He has a grip full of cards with Library of Alexandria.
And no mocks. That's the thing. Oh, look at this.
La Rata
at
de
the-
Horda.
La rata.
He's really playing Pack Rats. And
Yeah.
I also saw Yagma's Wheel here.
Yeah, Pack Rats Yagma's Will. That's the thing.
Oh man,
That's the thing.
this is epic. So why would you play Pack Rats in Vintage?
I want to see that. I don't
Okay.
know why. I don't know why yet, but
You'll know soon enough.
oh yeah, well.
Okay, 2 mana.
Okay, Time Walk.
Play again, please. Okay.
Anna, how would you say Time Walk in Spanish? Tiempo andando.
Let's show the
The
power
time
line a little
walking.
bit. So, oh yeah, it didn't exist in Spanish.
They did, yeah. There's
Yeah,
no,
it's alpha, so
it's
it's
not being printed in Spanish. Andar con el tiempo. It's a Spanish feature match. So let's put some Spanish some Spanish in there. All right.
And we have Snapcaster Time Walk.
Snapcaster Time Walk would be good. Yeah, Snapcaster Time Walk.
Oh man. Okay, play. So my turn. My turn. My turn.
Well, there's not gonna be any more Time Walk in this game from Jaime, unless he plays some something else.
But no, he can play rat and make a rat.
No, he cannot. He only has one
he
blast
has-
mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Pack Rat would be better than Tarmogoyf, but we'll see.
It could
Hola,
way
rata.
faster.
It's like, what?
What, you're playing rats?
Oh, come on, you opened that in your pack, come on.
That's cheating, man.
No, Pack Rats should be banned.
So yeah, it allowed him to draw lots of cards with Library of Alexandria.
Oh man,
the Time
no,
Walks.
Rats are down, no.
You still has a Mox in hand. Why would you keep a Mox and not play it? Teach me.
Who?
Jamie.
Jaime?
Jamie.
Because you have Library of Alexandria.
Yeah. So you want to stay at 7, right?
Yeah.
He's happy with having an extra recall and drawing 1 a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the Pack Rats died, no.
I hope there's another one coming.
Las Ratas Muertas, no.
And we have Jace the Mind Sculptor coming in.
Alright, so no Ratas to attack.
Maybe there's other rats.
Oh, you probably play a full set of Pack Rats. In response, Ancestral Recall.
He's gonna have like 10 cards now.
He's gonna have 9.
Yeah, okay.
More Mox and nothing to deal with Jace.
He has a Jace of his own, so he can just go and
what?
play my Jace.
Why would he
Fate Seal himself?
Fate Seal not
Brainstorm?
Brainstorm?
I have no idea.
Oh, he wants to.
Teacup?
No. He wants to get out of Bolt range. I don't like. He doesn't know if Jaime is playing Bolt.
I know Jaime. Oh, I'm supposed to pronounce that.
Jaime. With the throat.
Jaime is gonna play
Tutor.
Tutor.
To get another rat. Come on, go for the rats.
Go for the rats.
No show. Come on, show it, man. What is it?
It's a secret. He doesn't have to show it.
Come on, show it,
It is
bro.
that broken.
It's probably a hidden rats. Or maybe it's a reanimate.
White borders.
to get the rats back.
People will be happier with black borders. So what did he fetch? What did he go? You have no idea. Go for.
I don't know. I can't really see here. Like Sergio has a Jace, but Jaime's drawing like crazy.
Yeah, he has. With the time walks and all the library
So is it-
activations.
Oh, Red Elemental Blast.
Destroy target blue permanent, right?
And passes. Oh, look at what he has in his hand. Is it a rat? Is it a pack rat? Come on, play just another blue card. Another black source so you can actually Yugmo's Will for what? For Black Lotus and
Maybe Jace.
you Black Lotus Jace, is that the plan? I think so.
And he can. He might also decay a Mox, who knows?
No, he doesn't have the mana to do that. Actually, he probably should have played his sacrifice his Scalding Tarn in response. Unless he played a land this turn. Has he played a land this turn?
No.
I don't think he played land. I think he missed a land drop here. Well, was it countered? No, it wasn't countered. Yeah, he could have played sacrificed the Scalding Tarn and played back. also get a fuller grip.
Another red element
So
blast.
red blast. What? Red blast on Gush. Play Black Lotus. Sacrifice Black Lotus with the mana floating. Play Jace. Well, playing the land is not actually relevant this turn, but maybe he actually played the turn this turn. So
Yugmoth's Will is one of those cards that you can only see in Vintage. It's banned everywhere else.
Yugmoth Will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good card.
It's pretty.
No, it's legal.
pretty
It's
crazy.
legal in Commander.
Well, it's like restricted, right? You can only play one.
Yeah, well, all the cards are like this. So okay, play pack rats. Pack rats, come on.
We all want to see more rats.
I mean, if that's his win condition, then
We should see them soon enough.
yeah. And then I think his win condition is Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So he makes like 1 million pack rats and
And go Grey Merchant for 10.
yeah,
Okay, Duress.
into nothing. He's like mana drain and lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, Misty Rain, like only lands. Wow.
Duress, a multi-format all-star. Is there a format where Duress has been available and not played? It's just such a good card.
I don't know.
It always saw fringe play at least.
All right, now it's time for pack rats. Come on, man. So he's probably gonna get a counter spell of some kind.
So
Probably
you can search for an instant.
yeah, mana drain or a force of will.
With all the mana, I guess you could just go for the drain.
Fire ice. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
kill
yeah,
the
right,
Jace,
right,
draw a
right.
card.
No, not draw a card. Fire does not draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah. Since he doesn't want. Yeah, that's right. Like he's just putting more stuff in his graveyard. This Sergio's
And the rats. Rats are here.
Sergio's Yugmoth's Will was not very effective, but Jaime's is gonna be huge.
Yeah, he has tons of cards in hand. He has a pack rat, and we all know the power of pack rats. So yeah, he only has 1 mana left.
I don't
Rats
think
is
I don't
soon.
think we're gonna see a lot of pack rats because Sergio is probably gonna concede before.
Yeah,
No, I
he
mean,
knows
Jaime's
rats.
grip is huge, like, and Sergio's hand is like only blanks. So maybe are we gonna have like a rat token? I'm
No,
yeah,
that's a scoop.
See,
We don't have the right to see
Called it.
tokens. Yeah, his hand was what Yugmoth's Will, Jace, Snapcaster Mage.
still had all these.
Pretty strong. So good training from Jaime here. The rats, well, they drew removal. The first one drew removal. But yeah, double time walk just wins. With library.
What's I still had all these in Spanish.
Which ones?
Me quedaba todo eso.
Rata
Me quedaba
de
todo.
Horda.
Me quedaba todo eso.
So yeah, the turning point of the game was definitely the double time work, right? It was the library, it just gave him so
Not
much
library,
advantage.
just library. It was enough.
So yeah, your game plan when you have libraries to stay at 7 cards
Yeah.
with counter spells up and just draw.
Not counter spells. Of just like be able to draw every turn is good enough. Like you don't need like all the counter spells. I don't think Jaime is playing like too many. Have we seen mana drains? I think he only plays Force of Wills and Red Elemental Blasts.
You just try to use the library for as long as possible, but without losing, and then you can just take over the game with the card advantage you had, like you did here.
Still had all these. Yeah, that's probably how you say it in Spanish.
That's gonna be restricted soon.
Pack rats, yeah.
This card is too
He
good.
plays Mental Misstep too.
The mental misstep is like the atomic solution.
Yeah,
As long
oh
as
yeah,
people
he
play it
he
in the
played-
format.
He played Mental Misstep on the PR day in the first in the first turns.
But yeah, since it counters itself, lots of people play mental misstep. You can play it in any deck. it counters itself. It's a good way to fight brainstorms and everything.
Counter itself, what do you mean?
Mental misstep. You can counter a mental misstep
Yeah,
with your own mental misstep.
Yeah, well,
That's why it's so powerful. If it was 2 Phyrexian mana, the card would be balanced, I think. Like, it would be way more balanced than this.
that could be. Alright, so they are mesclando their decks.
Miss Pando.
Mesclando, yeah.
So, Jaime's deck is just... both decks are just blue control decks, sort of.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
value decks.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, what do they have in common? Snapcasters, Power 9... And
I think the
Jace-
win condition is different.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure Sergio is not playing Ratas de Hordas. Okay. Alright, so
Looks like a good grip from Jaime. And they're both keeping their hands, so we'll get to see some action.
see your breasts. Wow.
Whereas, hey, he's not playing the new one. It's a strict upgrade.
Turn 1.
You don't lose 1 to
Right.
Richard and Fort.
Alright, I think.
Why no mana confluence?
This one looks much better. Arabian Night, City of Brass.
So demonic tutor for
Yeah, so he could
Recall.
upgrade the deck, yeah. Well, what? Oh yeah, to tangle wire. Hey, tangle wire is a thing, so yeah, mana confluence is strictly better.
okay, brainstorm. I saw mana drain, an island.
And the
And
white
something
and the
else.
white bordered demonic tutor.
Ah,
Man, I remember when I
Missing
had
a swag.
all these demonic tutors in my my shoebox of cards. I had so many of them. Now they're worth $1 million.
yeah, it wasn't played at all.
This side wasn't played. It wasn't common.
Yeah, so
I was
everybody
pla- I
has
was-
them.
I was playing when, like, before Revise was up was and then when Revise, I had a lot of cards. I had a lot of commons. Demonic Tutor was like worth. It was in French francs back then. It was like, I don't know, 1, 2 francs, and you wouldn't even buy cards back then.
It would be at 15 cents, 15 euro cents
Yeah,
now.
not even. 50, yeah, 15. Yeah.
So what did Jaime play here?
The Black Spell Bomb. It's
Yeah.
Nihil Spell Bomb.
Nihil.
All right. There's. Oh yeah. I think you can still cast. Yeah. There's a reason. Yeah. I'm being told that it's not strictly better. City of Rest not strictly
Yeah, you
better.
cannot cast.
No, I think that tendrils. I think the tendrils doesn't work, right? Like tendrils of
Agony.
it doesn't like you still die to tendrils. You don't die with the bolt. Like if you cast a lethal bolt, then it's fine. But tendrils is sorcery, so
Yeah, you need to cast an instant in
Yeah,
response to
you
trigger
you can
a
bolt.
City of Brass.
yeah, you can bolt, but not tendrils, right? How does tendrils work? Like you tap it, you cast tendrils. You know, I don't think you can do that.
City of Brass is a new one. He got reprinted very recently in Modern Masters.
Modern Masters, yeah.
It was in Modern only thanks to the 8th edition. We didn't see it
Oh yeah, and
mentioned.
city in a bottle. Yeah, please explain to me how it works with tendrils, because I don't know.
Here
Alright,
we
let's get back to the game.
go. Yeah, to the game we got a dress,
And
gifts,
and a handful of good
Will,
stuff.
Demonic Tutor, Mana Drain, Force of Will, Gush. Gosh. So it was a good hand. And he took the foul.
Okay, so to be able to cast his Ancestral recall and fill his hand with more stuff.
What? Oh. Force opponent to draw 3 cards. It's pretty good, pretty strong. Nearly as good as Giant Growth. Plus part of the same cycle.
Yeah, well, this one was rare, so.
Go, draw 1.
Yeah, so people saying like, no, I'm pretty sure you cannot cast Tendrils if you're on the one with the City of Brass. Oh.
Okay.
Cast Tendrils, tap City, triggers of City on Storm, goes on the stack. Choose the order, you can do it with 1 life and don't die.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
No, I don't think it works.
It might work, so we gotta
I don't
gush.
think it does. I don't know. I'll ask a judge. I'll ask you. Yeah, well.
Man. So Gush, Demonic Tutor. I know I have a shoebox full of Gush, but it's not worth anything, even though it's a crazy powerful magic card. It's only played in Vintage. It's banned in Legacy.
Yeah, it might work thanks to the storm thing, but. Alright, I need
Yeah,
I need a final answer.
Right now?
I need a final on the chat. Well, people are discussing it.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to have a final answer during the break or something. Right now, we'll never be sure, 100% sure.
No, I'm gonna ask like a judge here.
Yeah. So, we saw Borboton in... we don't have a picture. How do you pronounce that? It's Gush in Spanish.
Gush? Borboton.
Borboton. So we had Borboton and no Mana Drain.
El Mana Drain.
Yeah, we have to remember Counterspell was a common, so we had better card at uncommon. Mana Drain is one of them. It's a strictly better Counterspell.
Well, it wasn't before, but now it is. Like before, when you used to burn for like with your extra mana, now you don't burn anymore, so it's strictly better.
The only thing is that in Vintage, many spells are really cheap, so Mana Drain sometimes doesn't hit for much. You can 1, 2 mana, 0.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. It's
still good.
Yeah. Alright, 4 mana.
Jace. I guess this is gonna resolve because Jaime has ways to fight for it. He has a Force of Will and a blue card to pitch, if need be. Okay, Force of Will, pitching. I think his only card... No, he has gifts. So pitching gifts.
Jace, yeah. So what about, question for the chat, what about mana barbs? Let's say you're on 2, your opponent is on 1, and he fireballs you. Who wins? Coverage Void might have the answer.
Which card? Mana bars with?
Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah.
Sorcery?
Yeah. Okay, that's a task for Coverage Boy. Okay,
So-
can you cast what about Tendrils and City of Brass? You're on 1, you cast Tendrils,
With City of Brass?
City of Brass. What happens?
You die first, but if it was an instant, you could take mana with a trigger on the stack,
Okay.
kill your opponent.
So people are saying that you actually win because you cast the spell,
And
And then- and then
trigger
it-
goes on the bottom of the stack.
That's what they're saying.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
they go at the same time. You announce the cost as the last part of the casting.
And ask a judge.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
ask a
please,
judge.
All right, let's get back to this. We have the final word soon.
So we got a forceful battle. One pitched Gifts and Givens, the other pitched Jace. So Gifts has been pitched by Sergio. We'll not see Gifts this game. What do you use it for in Vintage?
You get
What's
like
your pack?
Four awesome cards anyway. You get probably Snapcaster Mage. Well, reads. It's all about. You can get so many combination of cards.
You just go for 4 good stuff and not a special package.
All right.
So we had
Once
a
again,
tutor?
Jaime has a board with a lot more mana than Sergio. But only 2 cards,
In hand,
including Force of Will.
yeah, not that much. Maybe 3. I think he has 3 cards. Okay.
So Gush into Ancestral Recall, I suppose. Yeah, mana drain. 5 mana.
It's pretty nice on a Gush.
Oh, he's gonna be able to do what? Make more pack rats.
We need a few cards, but if he gets a rat, with all the mana he'll have, it's gonna be
He can make 2.
cruel. So here we go. With the Gush, Sergio took a lot of cards back in hand, and we have a
Alright.
Soul Ring. With the leftover mana.
And Black Lotus. And what's coming up next? So much.
Could he go for a kill here? Was the tutorial just used?
Oh yeah. Now
Okay, make 3,
Yugmus will.
6. He's at 6, right, mana. And he used a few for the will. Okay, so using a few dice for mana and
So
everything would help.
playing Gush again. Or yeah, he doesn't have black. Oh, he can have black mana to
Cast the
tutor.
tutor.
Yeah, he's not doing it. So just gushing.
Gosh.
1, 2, James. Well, fast bond.
Okay. So he still can cast as tutor. Go search for something. What do you think he's trying to achieve here?
Well, find his kill card. We still don't know what his winning condition is. His win condition. Yugmus Will is not. It doesn't give your spells flashback.
Yeah, you can cast them.
You can cast the cards. You don't. You can if they have alternate costs, then you can actually pay the alternate costs.
Flashback is a
Charge
capacity,
cost,
so it's
yeah.
not the same. You're not casting the spell.
So
Underground.
Gush and Fastbond. That's the. At some point, Gush was restricted because it was too good with Fastbond. It could just like gush into, gush to generate mana. Well, that's actually what it does. It still does now, but
So Fastbond is restricted.
Fastbond is restricted. Gush was not restricted. I think is it? I think it's unrestricted now, right?
Gush?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we saw it was
Yeah.
just
I think at some point it was too good,
legal.
and then it was. They said, yeah, well, it's too good. We're gonna restrict it. And they said, well, maybe we're gonna like change it a little bit, so they unrestricted it.
So Fastbond will allow him to play all his lands back, Gush, and so on and so forth, and that should be enough
Like
to find a
Gush-
kill.
Like Gush is giving you a lot of mana as well. It's only supposed to like set you back to draw 2 cards. Like the actual
Not sets you forward.
the actual intent of Gush is to set you back to draw 2 cards. But with Fast Bond, it's the other way around. You actually gain mana
For bringing
from
your
from
lands
doing
back.
that. Yeah.
But he passed the turn back to Jaime.
Yeah, he didn't draw any action. He just like play Fast Bond, has 2 more cards, and what's going on?
So Jaime has 5 mana from countering the Gush earlier. If he gets a rat, he's in a good spot. Can make rats.
Okay, so with this little. Oh, I think he was supposed to draw 1, and he drew 2 accidentally.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he took a second card, it slipped with it. Guess it happens from time to time.
Alright, judges, what happened? I don't know if they call
Yeah,
it
he's
judge.
ruling. He is there. Oh, he's not there?
I think he went somewhere.
Yeah, he's just close to them. Yeah, I guess it just happened. Asking it.
I'm pretty sure they're not waiting for no reason.
Maybe he went to ask for something. So ask to the head judge. Who knows?
Okay, so I think he drew 2 cards.
Instead of one.
During the draw step.
Yeah. He was too used to using Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, there was a just call on the judge when
Fine, okay.
Daniel.
Okay.
Because it was a judge call.
Hedger was called, so he's coming up.
Okay, we'll have a ruling soon enough. So currently, who would you give the edge to? Jaime has a
It's
Jace
vintage.
and mana.
It's vintage. Everything can happen.
Okay, you don't have an advantage.
Jaime-
you win or you lose.
Jaime has a Jace, so was it something with the
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah.
They hit the camera.
Oh yeah, I think he might have drawn with the Vampiric Tutor instead of putting it on top. Alright, no biggie. I don't know what happened. They're happy. What? I guess it's not so happy then. What? Okay, I'm not. Okay, I guess. What? I'm not sure what happened. Gary went there to check what was happening. Probably. The judge said, yeah, that's probably a game loss. Jaime said, oh yeah, I was killing you anyway. Still had all these. In Spanish. So we're gonna have the final word on that, if we actually know. Wait. What happened? Do you know what happened?
Yeah, Sergio conceded.
I conceded. Okay.
Yeah, he was like,
Okay, I think there was something with the Vampiric Tutor. He actually drew the card,
oh,
and so probably the head just probably said, yeah, it's game loss. It's like, yeah, well, no biggie. I was losing anyway.
yeah. So he got a game loss, so that's a 2-0 for Jaime.
Jaime, okay, still the best player in Spain then, Mister. El best,
Número uno.
el best player in Spain, in toda España. All right,
Toda España.
maybe we can go back to our faces. Hey, hola,
¿Qué tal?
¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? ¿Todo bien? We have seen Jaime win his match contra su colega de España, Sergio. 2-0, 2-0. He plays an interesting pack rats concoction. Like all the goodies, all the Power 9 stuff.
With pack rats.
And pack rats. So pack rats the next big thing in vintage. That would be fun. More ratas de horda.
Pack rat looks annoying. It's value. It's value. Value is always good.
And well, it's pretty well. It was
interesting.
It was interesting. Not too much of the like the end of game 2 was a little anticlimactic. But
yeah. You
we'll
lost.
see.
Okay.
There are 9 rounds, and we're just getting started. It's round 4. We have 5 more rounds. A top 8. We're gonna have a lot more vintage action, and the round is almost over, I think. So we're gonna be back pretty soon.
So, 15 or 20 minutes?
Probably less. Oh, we'll see.
Maybe
I'll
less,
keep
yeah.
you posted.
Listen, all this takes a lot of getting used to. And you do get used to it, after a while. There's 3 things I'll always miss, though. 1, not having to watch my step all the time. 2, forget about 2. And 3, I miss the songs. Folks from Ceylandia knew how to carry a tune. Sure, we've got some songs on the old gramophone, but try and imagine what they sounded like, playing to a room full of fine people, unwinding at the sole regret after a hard day's work. Those were the days.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it thrown for me. Brother, I'm here too long. Eyes open wide, I feel your heart is growing.
One day that wall is gonna fall.
Sweet home.
Gonna
I take your hand,
gonna
now you'll never be lonely.
One day your bird is gonna fly.
Sweet home. I see your star, left it thrown for me. Brother, I'm here
Okay, so we're back from Bazaar of Moxen number 9 for round 5 of Vintage. So Vintage is definitely real magic. What's up, Raf?
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, it's around the 5. We've seen a little bit of a mud. We've seen a little bit of
Blue base deck.
blue base decks. One was a Pyromancer. One was a Pack Rats. Pack Rats, oh yeah.
And
this time we're gonna see Michael Bonde, winner of last year's Vintage BoM, against Leo Shulov, who was finalist of last year's in Annecy, of BoMs in last year.
so very
last year,
very
BoM
high
7,
level
I think.
match here.
So should be a good match with good players. So we're gonna go
Directly to the stream.
exactly.
So Leo Shulov against Michael Bond. So Those players are pretty famous, right? Like I've seen them a few times already in Type 1 events.
I've personally never seen Leo, but I know Michael from different events.
Should be a good match. So, Michael Bonde's deck is registered as bug. What do you see in a bug vintage deck?
It's probably a bug. I don't know. Bug. Well, I actually know, but I'll leave you the surprise because I might not know the exact deck list. Last year he was playing bug fish. With Tarmogoyfs. I think he played Delver. I don't know if he played Standstill.
Why is it named Bug Fish?
Fish pretty much says you have creatures in your deck. At some point, it used to be like fish, the actual merfolks. Like the deck was originally made of merfolks, but then the merfolk got changed to better creatures, like Tarmogoyfs and stuff.
So there's no fish anymore.
There's no fish anymore. No fish in the sea.
So we got an underground sea and a rock.
The Mox Emerald.
Yeah. And we have a real fish player.
That's a fish. That's.
And that's a mental misstep. So Curse Catcher is not
there's
gonna hit stable.
Actually, what I just said, like, there's no more fish in the sea. That's just wrong. We just see Merfolk.
So is Merfolk good in in Vintage?
It has all of the disruption, like the counter spells that other decks have, and well, it can actually win pretty fast. So it's a little bit like the white deck I was talking about with Thalias and stuff.
Okay.
Like they're not actually white knights; they're more Thalias and like disruptive creatures. It's pretty much the same thing, but with islands instead and Force of Wills. Well, the creatures are less disruptive, but you have more counter backups.
Yeah, so they have quite a wide creature base, so that's why they play spells like Elder Vial to be able to get them online.
And to be able to hit the mana open to counter.
So I guess there are a few mana drains in a fish deck.
Oh wait, what did they miss here? Oh yeah, no, he just
put a
Leo missed a land drop.
Yeah. And
second land go.
So yeah, he's playing. Is he playing mana drains? You think? You see him in a fish deck?
You don't have much use of the mana, so maybe he plays a cheaper kind of spells. Alright, fetch. And
and he's got the decay.
Abrupt decay on the
Ever
Vial. So play a dude for one, a Curse Catcher. What's the name of the Merfolk I was playing in the?
Maybe a Dichromistic. It's a new Merfolk from Journey to Nyx.
It's probably a little.
You don't
slow.
like it? Okay.
What is the name of the card I was playing? The Changeling guy. Type of creature to make it fly.
The Changeling Moth? I don't...
Oh yeah, the Moth. Something Moth.
I don't remember the exact name either.
It's probably not vintage,
vintage playable.
Staple, yeah.
But Bob is a staple in every modern is in. So which artwork do you like most? The new or the old one?
Oh, that's a very relevant question. Well, the first one is the original Bob, so...
You're partial to it.
Well, like, one is an invitational card and the other one's just some random art. I like
some
to
random
keep
emo guy.
I like to keep the roots. Like, this is the actual Bob. The reason why it's called Bob.
So we had a little Force of Will counter war going on here. But Bob will stick to the table for the moment. Does a Merfolk deck have a way to deal with a resolved card like this?
To kill it, I don't think so.
Maybe a snag to gain time.
I don't think.
They don't play that, right?
I don't think snag is a
is an option.
Is actually card played in Merfolk.
Especially
Si-
since you see so few creatures.
Psychic Purge was actually a card like longer. You can look this card up. That's a way to deal with Bob, but it's not actually played at all.
I'm gonna show the card just for the artwork.
Yeah, no, the card was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but the artwork by itself deserves screen time.
Yeah, just no, it's Susan Van Camp. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
So it's 1
Artwork.
damage. And when a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Psychic Purge, that player loses 5 life. Okay, so that's a gutshot.
At some point,
A blue gutshot.
gutshot. What gutshot? That's not exactly gutshot.
It's 1 damage, yeah.
It was True Name Nemesis meets another Force of Will.
Hardcasted this way.
It was a good way to deal with Bob and. Alright, he's probably gonna
Sure, so he's gonna fetch.
fetch and pay one. Or maybe Days now. Is there Days back up?
Yeah, I guess the Crosscatcher wasn't there randomly.
Wait, maybe he forgot about it. Pays. And I expected Days here.
Yeah.
Yep. Days.
Okay, so such an nemesis will hit the table. And how can
Sabotage.
how can you handle it game 1 as a bug deck?
Just race.
Okay, you race it.
Race, play
2 bubs? Doesn't really work
play
in
Time
race.
Walks, play I don't know if you can actually race True Name Nemesis with 2 Bobs.
It's like gonna make him lose life every turn.
So, True Name Nemesis, Phantasmal Image on the True Name Nemesis. There's no real way to target it.
Yep. So one can just stay back if he's losing the race, or he can just smash for 6 and kill his opponent in 2 turns.
Pretty sure he's gonna attack. Oh yeah, that's the way. That was one of the ways to race True Name Nemesis, Deathright Shaman. Again, 2 a turn instead of living a million a turn.
Leo is still at 17. It's gonna be quite tough.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very hard.
And depending on what he
So
flips next turn.
attack with both, so he's not losing too much life next turn. He wants to.
He's okay with losing 1. Is he searching for a specific card at the moment, you think?
Yeah, some more Deathright Shaman, I guess.
He doesn't play Shrivel Mandek, right?
Shrivel. What would you play Shrivel when you play Bob?
Yeah, but it kills True Name Nemesis.
All right, block and
Take 2.
strip mine.
The real one. Not a Ghost Quarter with a lone and arbiter, a real strip mine.
Let's forget about Legacy and Modern for a bit. It's vintage. Let's not talk about this.
Well, we talked about strip mines yesterday.
All right.
We told, hey, it's a strip mine.
All right. Oh, that's.
Like this.
So Leo is holding Master of the Pearl Trident, which will give all of his guys +1/+1 and Island Walk. Island Walk which will be only relevant for
True Name Nemesis.
no, for the other one, for the this game.
So that's it.
Because
That's
the
good from
True
Michael
Name
Baum.
Nemesis is already
Unblockable.
unblockable.
But for the Silver Gala Adept,
The Silver Adept, yeah.
yeah, it was very important. So, yeah, Merfolk's so strong. Like, had tons of disruption. With the
Yeah,
Vial.
Merfolk, that's what Merfolk does. Like some disruption and a fast clock.
Yeah. especially like playing Fortune and Nemesis. There's just not much many decks can do game one.
Well, it's actually quite a slow card.
It's better against
mean-
combo decks, clearly.
Yeah, against. I guess it's a very good card against control and the bug. It's probably very good against bug, against like Michael is playing, because it's well, the clock Michael is putting is not just as fast, and he doesn't have any way to deal with True Name Nemesis once it's in play. And since Leo has ways to force it on like on the battlefield,
Yeah.
it's just I think it's just a good matchup for Leo.
Yeah, we saw him to protect the True Name Nemesis with a Curse Catcher plus a Daze. This wouldn't have happened if Michael didn't try to hardcast the Force of Will. Maybe he had a blue card he could pitch.
I think that was probably his last card. I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he would have. Oh yeah, maybe he had. Leo had only 2 cards in hand, right?
Maybe.
He was,
but if you have a
double
blue
Daze.
card in this situation, do you pitch to the Force of Will or do you hardcast it?
Depending on what the blue card is.
Okay.
I don't know. That was definitely a tough spot, and hardcasting Force of Will to keep like if the other card was a Brainstorm, for example. I think I would have kept the. Oh, I don't know. It's a tough thing.
It's a tough spot. When you have 6 mana and you play against a deck that has Daze and Cross Catcher, keeping only 1 mana open can be problematic, I guess.
Yeah, I guess pitching the Brainstorm would have been fun, but well, Brainstorm is restricted in Vintage. And I do believe that Michael did not have a blue card in hand. But yeah, that's a good situation to think of. Like, when you have 7 mana, do you hard cast the Force of Will, or do you pitch a blue card?
Yeah, because if the True Name Nemesis didn't hit the board, I think Michael was in a pretty good spot. He has Bubs, the Threat Shaman. His opponent had nothing. The Phantasm Image copied True Name Nemesis. Copied, yeah. True Name Nemesis. And if there was nothing on the board, this image doesn't do much.
He could have targeted
Bob.
Yeah.
But he takes. He has quite a few expensive cards. Like he has 3 mana cards. He has Master of the Pearl. It's 3 mana, but he has his Lords, True Name Nemesis, Dazes. Or
Well,
he's already
Michael
2.
is also playing Force of Wills and stuff, so.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael is gonna play first. Oh yeah, and Wastelands don't do anything against Leo's deck. So just Tropical Island. That's it. Curse Catcher or Is a Vial.
Vial. And Michael doesn't fight for it. No mental misstep, no Force of Will, nothing. But he has a Time Walk in hand.
Alright, turn 2, Scavenging Ooze.
That looks strong against Merfolk. Like, it helps you race. It's a bit bigger than most Merfolk's dude.
Like the
most sweet creatures.
The Merfolks, you don't actually fight with Merfolks. Like you don't actually interact with the Merfolk with your creatures, because they're most likely unblockable.
With Island Walk.
With either Island Walk or just protection from you. And Dismember. Okay. So yeah, Leo's not playing Psychic Purge. Dismember is a little better than Psychic Purge. Yeah.
It can kill a charm.
It is a little more versatile than Psychic Purge, and it's an instant. But I'm gonna start with Psychic Purge, which is not seen play
in a long time,
if ever. Okay,
so,
Time Walk, Fetch.
So 2 of the vials in play for Leo. I guess one will go up to 2 and the other will stay at 1. And then if he ever draws a True Name Nemesis, he goes to 3.
I'm pretty sure like he's gonna go up to 3. Like the first one's going up to 3.
And the other stays at 1 maybe?
Or 2. Like one of them is going up to 3. And That's our chairman. Days.
So,
Alright,
another
so
threat
play
shaman for
again.
you.
Up.
Bet you get a second chance. Tap, draw.
Is that a Vandalin click? Or Stifle?
It looks like a click to me.
Yeah. Upkeep, I guess, before the triggers? Nope.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be after activation or end of turn.
It can be in response to the activations.
Yeah, it can be.
But
The
there's-
activation is gonna be. Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, that's gonna be Force of Will.
Yep. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Pitching another Force of Will.
Alright. And Silvergill Adept resolves. Adept. He doesn't need to show Merfolk.
Okay. Go. I think I see a decay in Michael's hand, but is there anything you really want to decay here?
Yeah, you don't want to decay the Adept. You want to decay Lord. Alright, so I guess he's gonna go for Ancestral
Would you have Maelstrom Pulse in the
or Dark
75?
Dark Blast. Maelstrom Pulse? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, he's probably going for Ancestral Recall.
Yeah, Dark Blast would be pretty strong against a fish deck.
And Strip Mine.
Maybe get an island.
Yep. And
And the recall.
Ancestral. Okay. Now this is where things get out of hand for Leo. Like he doesn't have any pressure, and Michael is starting to draw cards.
Yeah, he played 3 pieces of power already.
So is it gonna be a Lord? Nope.
Another Adept.
Draw a card.
Which cantrips?
Another land. That's a lot of lands. Alright, so 3 mana. And here comes 2 name Nemesis. Alright.
Okay. Who is it?
Yeah, you have to target.
You have to choose the opponent.
Yeah.
But it can only target an opponent, so
Yeah.
there's not much choice here.
I don't think it actually targets. You need to. He shows the
Yeah. The ultimate fair card.
as True Name Nemesis enters the battlefield.
Choose a player, so you can choose yourself.
Yeah.
What happens if
that's
the
what I
creature
thought.
has protection from yourself? What can you do
Oh,
with it?
you can't touch it. You can't block. You can't do anything. You can't attack with it.
Can you choose it to block something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you don't have the right to control
No,
it?
you can't touch it. Your wrath. No, you have to take it to the graveyard for me.
So Brainstorm will help Michael find the cards he wants. I guess Gold Garage Charm would be awesome here.
So that's actually what he wanted. What Leo wanted. He wanted a True Name Nemesis and play to.
To have a clock?
Yeah, to have a decent clock, because one Silver Adept was just not
Getting it.
fast enough.
Okay. So what does Michael Bond play to handle the board?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something cool would be Engineer Plague.
There's gonna be a Snapcaster Recall or Snapcaster Time Walk.
Probably Ancestral Recall, yeah. It's pretty much the same thing as a Time Warp, but except that it draws two more cards. Okay, so he does have.
He drew a Lotus. And with the Lotus, can go for.
No, he does have a Dark Blast, so we can take care of the two Silvergate Adepts.
Yeah, once the Adepts are not here anymore, you can sort of race the True Name Nemesis, I guess. I guess, do more folks play Ancestral Recall? Why not?
I'm pretty sure. I think they do.
Like, there's no reason not to use a one slot for this.
It's Merfolk is actually quite a budget deck. Like, it has Force of Will, and I think I would play Ancestral Recall and Time Walk, but
yeah, Time Walk looks awesome in a bit down deck. Like attack you, Time Walk, attack you again.
I think I would play them. I'm not sure they actually do.
Yeah, with Mox as well, you can have crazy turn ones.
I don't think. I don't know if they play Mox Sapphire. I mean, I don't. Maybe I would play them if I played the deck instead of an island, but I don't think the list actually has them because it might be a budget deck. Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit sad because I think that this deck would be it could use a Time Walk clearly.
Time Walk is awesome.
Time Walk with True Name Nemesis and
Time Walk Ancestral Recall is
and Beat Down is just crazy.
Awesome cards.
Like for the moment, we've only seen Time Walk used to play one more land and draw a card. At the moment, the two Time Walks we saw were just explorers.
Yeah, they're not doing that much. You would play them because they're awesome with Yawgmoth's Will and Snapcaster Mage. So True Name Nemesis still a big problem.
Yeah, he only has 3 more turns to handle the Nemesis. And he'd better have a solution.
I don't think there are many. That's how sad it is. You have like one card, you draw 1 million cards a turn. You don't have a way to deal with that dude, the 3-1.
Yeah, he's playing too fair.
I'm gonna ask him at the end of the match if he has a Walk, Mox, and Recall. We haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, it looks like a legacy deck here. Like every single card he's played is legacy legal.
So attack for 2. Michael's on 5.
Jablock Edict would do it for Michael. Liliana.
So extraction on Dismember. No, on what? What is he targeting?
I have no idea. I think it was Force of Will, but it would be really weird. Maybe he wants to do an extraction on Force of Will to be sure that his next spell goes through.
Yeah, it could be. All right.
And he was right.
All right. Yeah, he could. Yeah, countering the surgical extraction doesn't actually do anything, since he would still lose the Force of Will.
I'm trying to take a look at the deck if I see a single piece of power.
Ancestral Recall.
Yeah. We got the
Altered.
recall.
Nice.
Wow. He's not showing it to the camera.
He does have it. Where's the Time Walk?
Well, maybe it just didn't show it, but I guess if he has recall, he has Time Walk as well.
Okay. Well, could be.
So, Leo is representing a kill next turn with a Vial here, playing the Lord and attacking with Isle Walk. So Michael needs an answer right now.
Well, he can still block the Lord of Atlantis.
It has Eisenwalk, right?
Not the Lord.
Oh yes, other merfolks.
So, was it Time Walk? Okay. Time Walk again. Play Time Walk
Go on.
and see if he can sneak the last 5 damage he's missing.
Okay, Time Walk resolves. It's exiled.
It's another Wasteland. That's not. Oh, what's the last card he has in hand? Okay, so Leo going to block with his Lord?
He might be scared. No,
Yeah, he just.
taking it. Going down to 5.
I think Michael's plan was to. Oh no! What?
No Lord.
Why no lords? End of turn to attack. Huh. Oh, that seems like a loose play.
Well, maybe he thinks his only way to lose is Golgari Charm something.
Golgari Charm? What does
I
Golgari
don't
Charm
know.
do?
Well, it kills the Tunim Nemesis.
Yeah.
And then he can play the Lord and kill if there's a shrivel effect somewhere.
Shrivel effect. And. Oh, 3 mana. Oh, does he have another one?
Oh, 2 mana.
Alright.
Decay.
Decay and activation for 3. Oh
Tunim
man.
Nemesis
another
ends
Nemesis
as a
in
scoop.
this game.
Tunim does it in both games.
Yeah.
Just,
This guy is
Michael.
brutal.
Yeah, Michael had no way to interact with it. You need to bring something.
Yeah, this is the kind of deck that's actually well positioned in Vintage, and it's not really played in Legacy.
Merfolk?
Merfolk used to be played in Legacy. It's very good at Miracles. I'm really happy it's gone. Merfolk is gone.
You were playing Merfolk. Oh no, in Modern.
In modern, you know, no, forget about Modern.
Okay.
Modern is gone. It was yesterday.
Do you like Merfolk in Legacy?
Merfolk is actually pretty good in Legacy. Yes, it's very good against a lot of decks. It's not. Wait, you beat some decks and you lose to other decks, and in Vintage, the decks you beat are there are more of the decks you beat. So I think it's a very good choice for a Vintage tournament. I think it actually won the Vintage Worlds last. Yeah. So I believe that's a pretty good choice for a Vintage for this one. And he's 5-0, so it actually confirms that.
Yeah. So we'll be taking a break. We still have quite a long time going on in this round. So maybe we'll try to find another match. Or just skip
I don't
to
think
round
so.
6.
Yeah, we'll come back for round 6. Coverage Boy is doing his work. He's finding good decks. He's putting up all the break. Is that right? Metagame breakdown. So it will probably be up next round. And yeah,
That's gonna be it.
So
I'm sorry, we cannot offer you a rebroadcast between the rounds. We have a very poor internet connection. We're capped, and broadcasting video with sound and everything takes more than 2 times more bandwidth than just static images with music.
But the matches are recorded, so if you go to the channel, you can find them.
So
it's a little bit harder to find them, but they're recorded, and
I'm not entirely sure they're recorded here.
I think they are. I just saw them.
What's sure is that I have the videos on my hard drive, so they will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as I come back to Paris.
All right.
So that's it for the moment. See you in
20
minutes for the next round of Vintage.
Sorry, whoever wanted me.
Through that. So teams